Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Are you tired of tossing and turning all night, staring at the ceiling, and waking up feeling like you haven't slept at all? I know the feeling. So many of us struggle to get that deep, restorative sleep our bodies and minds desperately need. While it might be tempting to reach for a pill, there are so many powerful, natural ways to improve your sleep quality. Today, I'm sharing my top 10 science-backed tips for achieving deep sleep, all without medication. Let's dive right in and get you on the path to waking up refreshed and energized. First up, and this is a big one, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. I'm talking about going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day. Yes, even on weekends. I know, the temptation to sleep in on a Saturday is real. But our bodies have an internal clock, called the circadian rhythm, that thrives on routine. When you maintain a regular sleep-wake cycle, you're essentially training your brain to recognize when it's time to wind down and when it's time to be alert. This consistency reinforces your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, making it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up naturally in the morning. Think of it like setting an appointment with sleep. After a while, your body just knows what to expect. Tip number 2 is all about creating the perfect sleep sanctuary. Your bedroom should be a haven for rest, not a multi-purpose entertainment zone. This means optimizing your environment for sleep. First, make it dark. Really dark. Blackout curtains, an eye mask, or even just covering up any small electronic lights can make a huge difference. Light, even a little bit, can signal to your brain that it's time to be awake. Next, keep it cool. The ideal temperature for sleep is generally between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. A cooler room temperature helps to lower your core body temperature, which is a natural signal for sleep. And finally, keep it quiet. If you live in a noisy area, consider using earplugs, a white noise machine, or even a simple fan to drown out disruptive sounds. Your bedroom should signal one thing to your brain: it's time for deep, uninterrupted rest. Let's move on to tip number 3, create a relaxing pre-sleep routine. You can't expect to go from 100 to 0 in a matter of seconds. Your body needs time to wind down. An hour before you plan to go to sleep, start a calming ritual. This could be anything that helps you relax. Maybe it's taking a warm bath or shower. The rise and subsequent fall in body temperature can promote drowsiness. Or perhaps you enjoy reading a physical book, just make sure it's not too stimulating. Gentle stretching or yoga can help release any physical tension you're holding onto from the day. You could also try listening to calm music, a relaxing podcast, or practicing some deep breathing exercises. The key is to find what works for you and make it a non-negotiable part of your evening. This routine becomes a powerful signal to your brain that sleep is just around the corner. This brings us to tip number 4, which is a tough one for many of us: ditch the screens before bed. The blue light emitted by our phones, tablets, computers, and TVs is particularly disruptive to sleep. This specific wavelength of light suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle. When melatonin levels are low, your brain thinks it's still daytime, making it much harder to fall asleep. Try to implement a digital curfew at least 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Instead of scrolling through social media or watching another episode, use this time for the relaxing activities we just talked about. If you absolutely must use a screen in the evening, use a blue light filter app or the built-in night mode on your device to minimize the negative effects. Tip number 5 is to watch what you eat and drink in the evening. A huge, heavy meal right before bed can cause discomfort and indigestion, making it difficult to fall asleep. Try to finish your dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before you lie down. Also, be mindful of caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine is a stimulant, and its effects can last for hours, so it's best to avoid coffee, tea, soda, and even some chocolates after lunchtime. While alcohol might make you feel drowsy at first, it actually disrupts sleep later in the night. It can prevent you from entering the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep, leading you to wake up feeling groggy and unrefreshed. Instead, try a warm, caffeine-free herbal tea like chamomile or peppermint as part of your evening wind-down ritual. Okay, halfway there. Tip number 6 is to get some natural sunlight exposure during the day. This might sound counterintuitive for a video about sleep, but it's crucial. Exposure to natural light, especially in the morning, helps to regulate and reinforce your body's internal clock. It tells your body, hey, it's daytime. Be awake and alert. This, in turn, helps your body recognize when it's nighttime and time to produce melatonin and wind down for sleep. Try to get at least 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight each day. Go for a walk in the morning, eat your lunch outside, or simply open your curtains and sit by a sunny window. This simple habit can have a profound impact on your ability to sleep soundly at night. Tip number 7. Incorporate regular physical activity into your day. Exercise is fantastic for sleep. It can reduce the time it takes to fall asleep and increase the amount of deep sleep you get. Physical activity helps to reduce stress and anxiety, which are common culprits behind sleepless nights. It also raises your body temperature, and the post-exercise drop in temperature can trigger sleepiness. The timing is important, though. For most people, exercising in the morning or afternoon is ideal. A vigorous workout too close to bedtime can be overstimulating for some and might make it harder to wind down. However, some gentle, relaxing exercises like yoga or stretching in the evening can be beneficial. Listen to your body and find what timing works best for you. Let's talk about tip number 8, manage your stress and quiet your mind. A racing mind is one of the biggest enemies of sleep. If you find yourself lying in bed replaying the day's events or worrying about tomorrow, you need a strategy to park those thoughts. One incredibly effective technique is journaling. Before you get into bed, take a few minutes to write down everything that's on your mind, your worries, your to-do list for the next day, anything. This act of brain dumping can help you offload those thoughts, clearing your mental space for rest. Meditation and mindfulness practices are also excellent tools. Apps like Calm or Headspace offer guided sleep meditations that can teach you to quiet your mind and gently drift off. Tip number 9 is a simple but important one: don't lie in bed awake. If you've been trying to sleep for more than 20 or 30 minutes and you're just not drifting off, get out of bed. Lying there feeling frustrated will only create a negative association between your bed and wakefulness. Go to another room and do something quiet and relaxing under dim light. Read a boring book, listen to some calming music, or do some light stretching. Avoid turning on bright lights or looking at your phone. When you start to feel sleepy again, go back to bed. The goal is to reinforce the mental connection that your bed is for sleeping, and only for sleeping. Finally, we've reached tip number 10, consider natural sleep-promoting supplements, but only after talking to a professional. While this video is about sleeping without pills, some natural supplements can be a gentle aid. Things like magnesium, which can have a calming effect on the nervous system, or herbs like valerian root and chamomile have been used for centuries to promote relaxation. Even a low dose of melatonin can help reset your sleep cycle, especially with jet lag. However, it is absolutely crucial to consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before starting any new supplement. They can advise you on the right choice and dosage for your specific needs and ensure it won't interfere with any other conditions or medications. So there you have it, 10 powerful, practical tips for achieving the deep, restorative sleep you deserve, all without relying on pills. Remember, consistency is key. It might take some time to see results, but by incorporating these habits into your daily and nightly routine, you are making a long-term investment in your health and well-being. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found these tips helpful. Which one are you going to try first? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content on living a healthier, happier life. Sleep well, and I'll see you in the next video.